Okay, let me get this straight. You poured your heart out to Dr. Dreamboat.
I told him exactly how I feel.
And he didn't sweep you off your feet?
Nope.
And your date with A.J. Quartermain?
Never happened.
Because you saw him kissing Carly Jacks.
In the middle of the restaurant. Doesn't really surprise me. Carly's not known for her discretion, but I guess she was just too good for AJ to resist.
What the hell's wrong with these men? How could they be so thoughtless?
You can say nothing to anyone about this. You start running your mouth, you will never find out who has those ELQ shares. And your dream of redeeming yourself in Michael's eyes, we know what'll happen there.
I'm so sorry, Elizabeth.
Good morning.
Let's hope so. How'd that scan go that you had run?
You're referring to the endoscopy which was performed on Damien?
Yeah, that one. Look, if we can't reconstruct the relish recipe, I can't guarantee the future of ELQ. Ellie, please, Michael and I are really counting on you.
Do you have any idea what time it is?
Michael, we're supposed to meet Ellie and Spinelli in 10 minutes. What are you doing? Come on, AJ's waiting for us.
He's got his mind on other things right now.
And what does that mean?
He's back together with my mom.
What the hell was AJ doing kissing on Carly? She told me that he fills her with murderous rage. Of course, there's a thin line between love and hate.
Carly's case is lust and hate. But if AJ doesn't know by now to stay away from Carly after all the misery she has caused him, then that is his problem, not mine.
Clearly, there's a lot of history here to which I'm not privy. Fortunately for you, I know your story up and down, so the first thing I'm gonna do is go talk to Dr. Drew.
No. You are not gonna do that. I have humiliated myself enough for 10 lifetimes, okay? I just wanna forget that the whole thing ever happened. Please.
All I can say is, if these two fools can't see what's right in front of them, then it's their loss. We need to focus on the bright side.
Which is?
Well, for starters, you weren't fired. You passed the final, which means we're all nurses.
Right.
I certainly hope so. We have a gigantic event to plan, and it's not called the Student Nurses Ball.
Are you sure Elizabeth didn't misunderstand?
Well, that's what I thought. My parents can't make it through a simple conversation without hurling out accusations or threats, but Elizabeth swore she saw them kissing, and then AJ showed up, and he confirmed it.
Okay, I don't want to imply that your father is lying to you, but...
But?
Your father's lying to you.
So where are we with reconstructing the relish recipe?
Well, we performed the endoscopy, hoping to locate the paper and extract it surgically.
And?
And unfortunately, the acid in his stomach dissolved the recipe. So all we discovered was that Damien has the beginnings of an ulcer.
I've been under a lot of such stress lately, so...
Yeah, you're not the only one. I was really hoping this was gonna work so I wouldn't have to start with plan B.
I'm sorry, plan B?
Yeah, it's not a real pretty option. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
This is all my fault. If I hadn't succumbed to Tracy's threats, none of this would have happened and you would have been on your way to world relish domination.
All I wanted to do was restore ELQ. Just keep it going for future generations. Maybe prove myself to my son in the process.
I suppose I could try to reconstruct my notes using trial and error. I mean, the other ingredients...
You won't have to. There's another way. So as I understand it, you and Star deciphered most of the recipe, correct?
Right, but she wasn't there when I ascertained the mystery ingredient.
Yep, but nevertheless, someone in the room knows the secret.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah, I mean, you drew the molecular diagram.
I jotted it down, much as you would a phone number or a street address when you asked for directions. I didn't have time to analyze the diagram, and unfortunately, I don't have photographic memory.
Yeah, you won't need one. Okay, so the recipe may be in my stomach, but the information is in your head, hidden in your memory. And I know a way to find it.
I am so glad you are all here, ready to go to work.
Wait, what do you mean, work?
What do you mean, what do I mean? We have a huge event to plan. I've told you. It's gonna take all of us together. We've got stuff to do, lots of stuff.
But the ball isn't happening. At least not this year, anyway.
What on earth do you mean?
Lucy, I don't want to bring up an uncomfortable subject, but you're kind of in trouble with everybody.
I know, but it's getting better. I mean, I know Coco is still being restructured. We're readjusting, but we're gonna emerge out of that better than ever. And as far as my personal situation, well, I do realize I was sidelined. It's true, by certain, let's just say, unspoken about events, okay? And let's move on, because happily I'm done with that. I am free to get the ball rolling. Get it? See what I did there? Okay, never mind. Let's just get down to business, shall we? Oh, okay. First and foremost, I want you to know we should be so proud and honored because we are going to be partners with AMFAR for the Nurses' Ball this year. It's so fantastic. They're this huge charity that does so much, raise money and awareness for HIV, for AIDS, and for people everywhere, and it's really a big deal. So I need you to get to know everything about them so we can answer questions if people ask. So that's in the front of your book, okay?
Excuse me, Lucy, is AMFAR aware of the problems we've had trying to stage the ball? Because they might be expecting more than we can produce.
A lot more.
I promise you, we will not disappoint them, and we will be very worthy of their trust. Okay, let's turn to page 3, because what I did there was outline all the accomplishments we've had so far, and a big one is getting the Metro Court Ballroom. Thanks to Felix, what a coup. That has earned you a golden duck. If not, you'll get that position very soon.
Thanks, I think. Am I missing something?
Excuse me, I need to take this.
Oh, okay. Hey, we'll soldier on. Hurry back. Okay, now, really, if we're gonna meet our target date, we have a lot to do.
Lucy, Miss Coe, this isn't gonna work.
What do you mean? It is gonna work. I know we don't have a lot of time and there is an extreme deadline issue, but we're gonna make it work because the Nurses' Ball must go on.
It's not so much the time as much as it is the money.
Don't worry, we have the money.
Unfortunately, things have changed since you've been away.
We lost our funding.
We really appreciate how hard you've worked on this and for you that you care so much, but there isn't gonna be a nurses' ball. When will they be ready? Okay. Thanks. You too. Dr. Collins?
Elizabeth, look at you. You look terrific.
You too. What are you doing here? Are you back at GH?
Only as an outpatient.
Is everything okay?
Well, I had a run-in with a blunt object.
Oh, that's not good. How'd that happen?
It seems that Heather Weber decided that I would best serve her escape from Ferncliff if I were unconscious.
That was you?
That was me. So Lucy insists I have another scan.
Let me take you to radiology.
Oh, thank you. I understand Heather's been sentenced to the Miscavige facility for an indefinite term.
Thank God. She's just about the last person I'd ever want to see.